Want to go live? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. It's the Sports Web here, live from What the Buck Tailgate. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, along with our special guest, Mr. COO himself of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Brian Ford. Welcome to the Evolution of Sports Talk Television, a must-win game today versus the Carolina Panthers. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for your support.
Absolutely.
For all that you guys do.
Yes.
You guys are amazing, and it's playoff time. It's playoff. The playoffs started.
Yes.
And we need to win, and we need the support of each and every one of the Buck fans here today at Raymond James Stadium.
No, absolutely.
We gotta rock the place.
We're definitely got to rock the place today, and we'll take phone calls as always, talking to your Bucs fans, getting you ready for, again, Bucs versus the Carolina Panthers in a must-win game. You win today, you get a little help from the Commanders. I think a lot of Bucs fans out there, Go Bucs fans, are going to be Commander fans tonight, right, Brian?
That's it. I'm going to go home and watch myself. But we just have to control what we can control.
Yeah.
And Coach Bowles and the entire coaching staff, they've been working hard, getting the team prepared. Jason Light and his staff. This is it. This is what we're in it for. And it's December. It's playoff time. We got 2 games left, and we need the support of everyone out here. We just wanted to say thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for coming out. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Most importantly, I wanted to wish everybody out there happy holidays with their families.
Well, and I know there's a guy. Well, absolutely. Happy holidays. Hopefully you had a good Christmas out there. Of course, ring in the new year. I got to go out to the phone line because this guy's in the background. He wanted to call up and talk. Let's go out to Mr. Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, best of the Bay right now on the Evolution. Getting a little bit of feedback there, Tampa Bay. Ray, go say hi to Mr. Brian Ford here.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I go to the side of the What the Buck tailgate. I'm walking down through here. I start here in Tampa Bay. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then I realize it's Brian Ford. He's sitting with you. I didn't want to get in on a shot. It looks too good. But, Mr. Ford, can you reiterate again? You already touched on it once. How loud we got to be, a home field advantage for our Buccaneers and Bucs fans today.
We have a storied history at Raymond James Stadium, and we got the best fans, best sports fans here.
Yeah.
And, I just wanted to say thank you. You guys are amazing. The tailgate you guys put together, this is support. This is what it's all about. So it's recognized and appreciated by our entire organization, and we just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we're part of Bucs Life, of course, and What the Buck Tailgate. They do some great stuff there. Talk about this great tailgate. It's been around for over 20 years, doing great things for not only Bucs fans, but also the community, how much they mean to you here.
No, this is where our Fan of the Year came from, and
right.
The philanthropic efforts of What the Buck, it's amazing. But, we just really wanted to say thank you. So I wanted to stop in. Thanks for putting me on here. But,
yes.
Let's be loud. We have to support the players, and this is a crucial game. But most of all, let's have some fun. Let's show, everyone what Tampa's made of.
And we say Tampa, and you say?
Let's say Bay. Here we go.
All right, there you go.
Fun.
Let's go, Mr. Brian Ford. Thanks a lot for coming
you.
on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television here live from What the Buck Tailgate. We appreciate the access as always. And, of course, join us for the post-game edition if you want to come down on the field. Hopefully a victory.
That's it.
Victory Sunday there live on the field in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show. We appreciate you, my friend. All right.
You guys are amazing. Thank you, and let's rock the house today.
Absolutely. Go Bucs.
Go Bucs.
There you go. Brian Ford on with this on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. I told you this is what it's all about here, Tampa Bay. Ray Kennedy, best of the Bay. You scouted him out. We're live here. in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show on Facebook, on YouTube, as the phone lines are ringing right now as we speak. Everything sounds good. Everything looks good. And, of course, a must-win game today by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers. Disappointing game versus the Dallas Cowboys. Let's turn the page here. Let's start off the new year right. How do we do this? 3 things. Bring your passion. Bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Now I'm ready, Tampa Bay. Ray Kennedy. Absolutely. As Bryce Young has played better, that was absolutely. And you got Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans all over the place here at What the Buck Tailgate. But a close game in the first matchup there. Week 17 coming right at you. Carolina, this team is playing well for Dave Canales, former offensive coordinator of the Bucs.
You know what's scary is the game really wasn't all that close. I went back and watched it again, and we got to overtime, got to 3 points. But the fact of the matter is Bryce was 22 for 44, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think Baker had like 21 or 17 for 32, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. And that was probably – I'm not blaming it on Baker, but that was obviously the big difference in the game.
It was. I'll tell you what, let's go out to the phone lines. You ask for phone calls, you get phone calls. Mr. Frankie from Wisconsin, the Hill Mark himself. Welcome to the Evolution live here from What the Buck Tailgate. I hope you didn't miss that interview, Mr. Brian Ford, as we had him here.
Oh, I was very excited for that.
Yes.
I was very excited for that.
Yes.
Oh, my bottle of water.
I'm like, hey, you got a Buck fan stranded in Cheese Land. Get me out of here.
Well, we bring it to you, and people always say, sports radio, it doesn't have enough. TV doesn't have enough, but we provide you with both of those, because if you don't know what the Sports Web is, it's the evolution of sports talk television. It's a TV show without a TV station. It is a radio show without a radio station. We call this the evolution. So go ahead.
And I'm excited for this game. I was excited that we were going to get a primetime game last week, but I was nervous. Baker doesn't do so well on prime time, but the past is the past. We got to move forward.
Yeah.
So it's Carolina. I mean, to me, Carolina is that annoying little housefly that just never goes away. and I'm just like, dude, can we just squash this housefly real quick and just win the division?
Let's be honest, Frankie, at the beginning of the season, when the schedule first comes out back in March, we're like, yada, yada, yada. Okay, divisional games at the end of the year. Okay, yada, yada. Oh, Saints, whatever. Panthers. We did not expect it. The Panthers don't have anything a dog in this fight other than to try to ruin this Buccaneers season. But we did not think that this game was going to be this crucial in that drive for a playoff push, did we?
And look, this team is coming in 4-11, and they gave the Bucs everything they could handle just a couple of weeks ago. And remember, the Bucs go to overtime, winning 26-23, and again, heartbreaking fashion, and one of the most exciting games we've seen in years. Too exciting to a certain degree, because Bryce Young with the fourth quarter comeback there to Adam Thielen for 39 yards, and you're like, well, do the Bucs have enough time? You never give up on the cardiac Bucs this year with Baker Mayfield. They have lost some close games, but they've also won a close game here and there, and they do that versus the Panthers just a couple of weeks ago. So I
want to share a funny story with you guys here.
Yes.
I was talking to my buddy last week, and he lives up here, so obviously he likes that dang cheese team. So I said, dude, I don't care what happens to your team this week, but they need to destroy the team that they're playing. They need to destroy the Saints, and Christian Wicks just can't get anything. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, because I'm playing Christian Wicks in my fantasy, and I need to win money.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, why don't you like the Saints? And I had to explain it to him like this. And Christian NFC North, and I'm like, I lived in that division for a long time.
Yeah.
Let me explain this to you.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints to Buccaneer fans are like Viking fans to you guys, okay? We just don't like them, and they never go away.
Yeah. And I mean, Frankie, you got more insight in the NFC North than anybody, because you're a Buccaneers fan there in enemy territory. Is the Super Bowl representative, if it's not from Tampa Bay, which it probably is going to be, is it going to be out of the NFC North, and which of those 3 teams is going to be the one?
Oh, man, honestly, well, Peter and I have had this talk quite a bit. My second favorite team is Detroit, because Barry Sanders. So I honestly want to say that they could do it, but I'm sitting there going, without Aiden Hutchinson, I don't think they can.
There's no dog in a fight. I hear
Well,
you.
that's it. And then that's what it comes down to with the postseason. And what you got to focus on, again, it's the old cliche, right, for Bucs fans and for media alike. It's one game at a time. Take care of your business today. We'll see what happens tonight because, again, the Bucs don't control their own destiny with the loss to the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, which they've been horrible when it comes to, prime time.
And you got to look at who the Falcons' next 2 games are.
Right.
They're not easy.
Yes, they're definitely not easy. And there's certainly an opportunity. But what it comes down to, once again, is taking care of your own business, getting in. Once you get in, who knows who's going to win at the end of the day? Because the regular season, I'm not going to say it doesn't mean anything, but it's a totally different season. If a team gets hot, which we've seen this Bucs team do this year, although very inconsistent, if you will, I think the offense was more of a problem last week than the defense, which is a shame because that defense in the first half, not necessarily the best. The offense for the whole game, I think, struggled to find their identity. And the offensive line, furthermore, had a rough game with the 4 sacks with Baker killing that pressure.
But how about Jalen McMillan just really stepping up?
Yeah. Well, yeah, really stepping up. But, also it's disappointing because you could have had another touchdown there if you take it away from that Dallas defender.
Really
right.
Inconsistent, but he has stepped up.
Yeah.
For, Chris Godwin just not being there.
Right. Agree. He's definitely stepped up for that. So, all right, we always do this. What's your player of the game at this point? Because we got plenty of Bucs fans who want to get on. We definitely want to eat some food here.
Player of the game is going to be Bucky Irving.
All right, Bucky Irving, not 100 yards last week. Hopefully they get him more involved, but absolutely Bucky Irving showing out. And what's your final score for Bucs versus the Panthers today here live from What the Buck Tailgate?
I say after last week, now everyone's going to go, what the heck?
Yeah.
So this is going to be my score because of last week, and we're in home.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a little revenge. So I'm going to say Carolina's going to score 10. And a shout out to my all-time favorite, Tampa Bay will score 47 in homage to John Lynch. Bucky Irving will rush for over 150 yards.
Okay.
And get 2 touchdowns.
He did the first time. 7 carries, 43 yards he had?
Yeah, you look at the previous numbers there, big-time numbers, over 100 yards of rushing, absolutely.
Against Carolina,
including a big-time electric run when he gets out in space, yes.
I'll tie this around for you, Frank, before I let you go. Last week, Dallas Cowboys had a kicker that must have came from another world because he couldn't miss. If you go back to the first time we played Carolina in Carolina, Pinheiro missed 2 field goals, and they still only lost by 3 in overtime. It's going to be a kicking game possibly today, a divisional game, and let's look for McLaughlin to get his revenge this time.
Great memory, 25 carries for 152 yards again.
25 carries.
Yeah, 25. And then that's what's going to come down to, You take the pressure off of Baker Mayfield, and I'm not saying Baker, but again, this offensive line, I thought Graham Barton had a rough game last week. I think Carolina certainly susceptible, giving up 29, 30 points a game.
That's a Leo word.
That is a Leo word there. And Chuba Hubbard out of this game, by the way. Chuba Hubbard out of this game.
Helps. That helps.
That definitely helps. Yes.
I got to say this, and then I'll let you get to everybody else.
Yes.
If it's going to be a kicking game, it really makes you miss Martin Dramatica, does it not?
Well, yeah, Chase McLaughlin with the big-time field goal to tie the game up to go to overtime.
But having that guy just kicking field goals is always fun to watch.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, there's the winds out of the south.
Frankie, appreciate the
15
game.
knots. So look for the kicks going to the south side to have a loop on them. Coming north, they're going to be heading left.
Okay, absolutely great stuff.
All right,
Frankie,
guys, have a great one, man.
All right.
All
right, my friend. And I think he said go Bucs, so we go Bucs. Go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs.
You gonna play it?
I'm gonna play it.
Why
yes.
don't you set the speakers up?
BUCCANERS. Go Bucs. All right, enough of that. Open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter, along with Best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy. Got Tommy from Temple Terrace on here coming on. So let's go ahead and have him kneel down. But actually, hold on. You stay here. Tommy, we'll go out to you in just a moment. We're going to go out to the phone lines, and then we'll come out to you. Let me go out to this guy right here really quick.
I know this.
Here we go.
I know this is.
Yep. Harry the Greek, professional handicapper extraordinaire. Welcome to the Evolution in collaboration with the JP Peterson Show here live from What the Buck Tailgate here on a Sunday morning as we get you ready for Bucs versus the Carolina Panthers. What's on your mind today, boss?
Hey, guys, good morning. What a great Sunday morning. The air is beautiful. Partly cloudy skies. It's going to be in the 70s. This is what you call Buck weather.
This is what you call Buck weather. Absolutely. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Agree.
This is Buck weather. I mean, wouldn't it be nice for some northern teams to come down here and sweat it out a little bit?
Hey,
right?
Harry, will you do me a favor? Will you go across the street and tell Kathleen this Anchor wireless battery charger Santa brought me isn't working and slap her for me?
Hey, Santa.
Don't slap her for me.
Santa, Phil.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing any slapping to the wife. She hits back. What, are you kidding me?
Oh, I know. I mean,
Ray, it's really good the foundation you use on your face and that makeup across the eye because everybody knows it's black.
Well, ever since November 7th, I can't seem to stop getting that butt whooping on a daily basis. We'll go there. 6th. November 6th.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Worked a little politics at the church.
Oh, please don't.
Harry, what do you
that.
see? Harry, I mentioned that first time around Pinheiro, right?
Pinheiro, Eddie Pinheiro, ex-Tampa Bay, ex-Chicago.
Panera Bread,
great kicker.
Panera Bread. He missed 2, and we still only won that game in overtime by 3. And then you saw Dallas kick 72 field goals last week to get us in a close one. Is this going to be a kicking game the way Greek breaks it down? Sounds like it is, because that would be boring.
Gentlemen, I don't have the greatest of news. The Buccaneers are a 10-point favorite. They're at home.
Yeah.
They have no Sterling Shepard, no Cade Otton, his safety blanket, and you have no Antoine Winfield. And you have a resurgent team in the Carolina Panthers.
And by the way, no Christian Itzien either, who's played well.
Yeah,
Christian Itzien's not going to be in this game also. So
I was going with the 3 playmakers, even though only one's on offense. I mean, 2 of them are on offense, okay?
Right.
I mean, this is not a good matchup today. Do not get overconfident because this is a game that is so much pressure on the Buccaneers. It's not even funny, just as it was last week, and they laid an egg coming off such a big, huge win. Peter, you and I talked ad nauseum about this the previous weeks, that if Tampa would have beat the Chargers by, say, 6 points or even 3, I don't think the outcome against Dallas would have been nearly as close as what it was. I think Tampa would have won. They would have won that game outright. When you, Ray, and I were watching the game from Ferg Sports Bar and Grill.
Nice plug.
I got to tell you, man, when we were watching it, we were communicating and talking about, hey, why did they do that on 4th down? Some of the ill-advised coaching decisions that Liam Cohen did. It was just a travesty of mistakes that they were making, and that's what ended up costing them the game.
And Harry, that timeout when they left 48 seconds on the clock for Dallas to then go down and get that field goal before the end of the half instead of sitting on it, we got 1st and goal from the 7. Obviously, that momentum started to shift in Dallas' way already there.
Yeah, and I think
that momentum shifted in the first quarter.
Yeah, it did. They were slapping.
It shifted in the first quarter, and Peter knows exactly what I'm talking about. When it happened, 4th and 3 at midfield.
Yes.
You're down 3-0. What the hell are you going for?
What do you know? Because Todd believed his own press, and he was overconfident, just like the rest of his team. Doesn't that sound exact? You said already, the whole team overconfident last week.
Well, listen, if you execute that play, Todd looks like a genius at the end of the day. Yeah, that's not his MO, but a lot of people would say, well, at that point, your offense is going, you shouldn't punt. If Sterling Shepard makes that catch, well, Shepard has to make that catch. You have to make that catch. You're wide open. It's called execution.
Yeah, but they just had a field goal, and the momentum was going their way, so you've got to punt it because if you don't get it, he's a genius if it works and you win the game by 100 points. Right. But if you don't get it, Dallas has got hard.
And to Harry's point.
And that's the point that you both just made for me. Yep. If he should have made that catch. Now, let me ask you a question, gentlemen.
Sure.
You got time ticking down. You're at the goal line, and all of a sudden you have to throw a play-action pass in the end zone to win it. Are you throwing it to Sterling Shepard?
Probably not.
You just answer that. Go ahead.
No.
It's okay.
Probably
not. Truth is cathartic.
Yeah, probably not. You're probably throwing it to Mike Evans. You're probably throwing it to Rashad White. You're probably throwing it to Bucky Irving. There's much Jalen McMillan at that point.
I'm throwing it to number 50, Vita Vea, who reported as eligible on the play and gets it on a spin
And I'm throwing this to you.
Okay, but you understand what I'm saying. I mean, this is a lack of playmakers right now, and the lack and the missing Chris Godwin. Oh, my God. That's just
well, it
that's
hurts,
horrible.
but McMillan's has stepped up here the last couple of weeks. They are catching a touchdown. Of course, getting that touchdown taken away from them where the Dallas defender wants it more. I get that, but a throw right there, you got to make that play. But again, you tip your hat to the Dallas defender taking that ball away. But I think McMillan has stepped up. I agree with what you're saying, though. Of course, when you lose Chris Godwin, it's going to hurt your offense, but you're going to have to find ways.
You can't compare the two.
Right.
My God,
Sure.
Chris Godwin is in another zip code.
Sure, absolutely.
Completely another zip code. Godwin can do everything.
Yes. Agreed.
That McMillan can do everything, but McMillan can't do everything that Godwin can do.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, so when you're missing an outside receiver or even a slot receiver in a Chris Godwin, that really limits you. But they have enough weapons to do it. This is all between the ears, gentlemen. This is what happened last week. Tampa will struggle in this game. I'm sorry to inform you. They're 10-point favorites. They don't deserve to be a 10-point favorite in this game. I hope they win by 30 and everybody can send me hate mail.
Harry, over under. How early in the first quarter before we get the first blast on Facebook to fire Todd Bowles? I'm kidding. But
no, that's true. That's true.
Because I'd like to see us get like against Philadelphia, get in the driver's seat and stay there. But you guys know it's going to happen. I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah, if this is one of those games where if they're not up for this game after being overconfident in Dallas, I think then you really start to have to ask the question: is he the right motivator for this group of men? He's a great defensive coach. We'll see.
And by the way,
I think this is a little bit of injuries, but you both got to be admitting. Come on, Peter. You have to admit it. You got to be concerned in this game. And we're talking about the Carolina Panthers.
Sure.
I mean, really think about this. You have to be worried about this game.
Well, because it's a rivalry game, and it's different. It's different from any other games. They both know each other. They both play. Of course, the Panthers, which Ray mentioned, and the first segment there. They're going to play spoiler. Think of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they weren't winning, and all they had to look forward to is spoiling other teams' chances of making the playoffs and spoiling that. So that's what they're looking at. They're also trying to play hard for Dave Canales. Let's face it, they played a lot better in the second half of the year. And Bryce Young, listen, the reason why you drafted him in the first place, only 158 yards of passing last week, but 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. The kid is playing well. He has shown confidence and poise from the pocket. He showed that in the first matchup. This Bucs team has got to get after it. Oh, my goodness. We got the food.
Christmas is saved.
I want to give you guys a little food for thought here,
Yes,
and
as we
everybody
get the
who's
food.
listening is going to hear this. You ready?
Yes.
The Carolina Panthers just a couple of weeks ago were favorite at home for the first time in 2.5 years. Does anybody know who it was against?
I don't know. Scott Bradford's giving out food right now. Stand by here.
The best barbecue.
Bradford, where is this from?
This is Wicked Oak Barbecue, the best barbecue you can have in Tampa.
Let me show this really quick. Let me go ahead and get oh my goodness gracious, Lord Almighty. I'm not going to have to eat from the press box, at least for a couple plates here.
Doesn't get any better than
Hold
this.
on, man. What's going on? Tell Scott Bradford his boy Harry the Greek's hungry.
Well, Harry the Greek, listen, let me. Okay, well, Harry, you got to come out here. Okay, we got a plate ready for you next game against the Saints. I'll give you a challenge. I'll throw the challenge out at you. We have to get a bigger table, but Harry the Greek, if you come out with yours truly along with Tampa Bay Ray Kennedy, we got some Wicked Oak barbecue for you, which is beautiful. I'm going to have to eat. You're going to probably have to take over.
I can do this.
Okay.
Harry, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. Ask the question. I'm going to go ahead and sample this
Peter,
food.
you can't start eating yet.
We can eat. But Peter, Eric.
The Carolina Panthers were favorites a couple of games ago for the first time in 2.5 years.
Correct.
At home.
Yes.
Does anybody know who it was against?
Against the Dallas Cowboys.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay was a huge favorite going into Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Harry.
It makes you
Thank
the
Scott, for
NFL
everything.
stands for no
Scott
frigging
Bradford.
logic.
No, it's no freaking logic. It's a week-by-week league, and, this team, this Buccaneer team is up and down. It would be nice if they could come out today and have a great start. It would be nice if you don't fall into the doldrums of what the second quarter has been or the third quarter has been, or sleepwalking the first half against this Carolina Panther team in the first matchup. It would be nice to do that. And you're exactly right about Todd Bowles. He's got to get this team ready to go. And this team has got to execute when they go for fourth down. Baker Mayfield can't turn over the ball. The offensive line has to protect Baker Mayfield and can't give up 4 sacks and let him get his head knocked off.
Key to the game.
Yes.
Key to the game. Harry, tell me if you agree with this. I know you broke this down left and right. Got to keep Bryce Young contained in the pocket. His passes to Tremble, his passes to Thielen, all the success he had was because we were blitzing, and he was able to roll out, and the kid's pretty accurate on the rollout. The Bucs have to contain him in the pocket, don't they, and make him nervous so he doesn't have that chance to get off like he did last time.
Without question, that's the number one thing they're going to have to do, but they're going to have to blitz him less.
That's
like,
why, yeah.
As Todd Bowles has been doing. Play a lot more, just have a lot more integrity in your zone and make them force and throw the ball. You're going to have to try to create you're going to have to try to create pressure with your front four, which they don't do very well. But they will do it enough in the game, and if they do, they can be successful on defense.
There you go.
On offense, no one's going to like this, but the moment Liam Cohen gets away from his play calling and they start panicking, I think Todd Bowles needs to walk up to him and politely take the playbook out of his hand and call him the plays himself. Wow. Because if they don't run the ball today, and you want an aerial shootout today, that's just inviting Baker to make a mistake.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
especially when you have Sterling Shepard in the game.
When you referenced just now the running game to get going, I'm not kidding you. It took me right back to me blowing my whistle in the Raymond James from Mike Allstott. Because as all those Tony Dungy deep offenses would struggle and the defense kept us in it, it was always the Mike Allstott runs that guaranteed us first downs.
Yes, absolutely. All right, good stuff. Mr. Harry, the Greek professional handicapper extraordinaire. Like I said, you come out here next week. We got a mic for you.
I got a mic. Only takes one mic.
Well,
I got a mic too.
Well, you do have a mic. You have to bring your mic.
Yeah,
your mic is not as beat up as some of mine right now. We probably got to try to fix mine, but
mine's barely used.
I know. Well, you need to get down here for the tailgate next week, and let's do it. We'll get you fed. We'll get Harry, the Greek professional handicapper extraordinaire. And who knows? We'll go from there. But we got plenty of fans here at What the Buck Tailgate.
I want score predictions from you, Peter and Ray, and then I guess you can ask me, but no one wants to know anyway.
Well, no, I definitely want to know what's your score prediction. We'll get those score predictions at the end of the game here because we're just starting out. We're going to talk to some fans here. We're going to try to eat, promote as people walking by. How you doing? You're on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. You're live here. If they look over here, want a card, we got cards right here.
Save those. You only got a couple.
Well, we got plenty of cards.
I'm not going to give them to Miami Hurricane fan.
Yeah, don't give it. Don't definitely go. They did not win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Give me a score prediction. Would you shut up and be quiet, Ray?
This guy sucks.
Go ahead, Harry the Greek.
Bucs either lose by 1 or they win by 7.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I don't like the matchup this week. I don't like the energy. I don't like the lack of focus this team showed last week. I don't like the way the offensive coordinator ran this game after the first half. I don't believe in some of the playmakers in this game. Right now, this is the statement game for Carolina, in my opinion, and it doesn't look good. But let me tell you something. Am I rooting for the Bucs to win this game? Yeah. Absolutely. You can only get momentum after you continue to win. So Harry, if they win today, they can go 2 in a row, but I'm not expecting it. For 10-point favorites.
Yes.
And let me be politically correct. I'm playing Carolina plus the 10.
I'm saying play them on the money line, the Panthers. That's your safe bet for today. Is it safe?
No, buddy. No, that's not a safe bet. That's 10 points. That's never a safe bet. I mean, that's a huge underdog.
You win it, though. Don't if Carolina loses by less than 10, didn't you win if you bet them on the money line? Or I just know how to gamble.
No, it's still minus 110 when you're taking the points. But if you take Carolina plus the points, they're like plus
so I would win, but I'd still lose $10. Yeah. I don't know how to gamble. I admit it. I don't even have an app on my phone.
Don't know how to gamble.
That's okay.
This man does.
I'm still waiting for you to teach me Greek.
Harry the Greek, professional handicapper extraordinaire. We appreciate the time. We'll see you on the post-game edition here live at Raymond James Stadium. All right, boss?
Go Bucs.
Yeah, man. Go Bucs. I love that right there. He said go Bucs. He said go Bucs.
How about them Bucs, baby?
He said go Bucs. All right, guys. Open phone line 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. It was to get you ready for Bucs versus the Carolina Panthers in a must-win game. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy. We got Tommy from Temple Terrace in the back here. Can we get him on really quick here?
Yeah.
Work that mic, and then we'll come back out to you, read these comments. But Tommy, come in really quick here. Welcome. You've been on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. There's your camera. Duck down just a little bit. We got a different shot today, my friend. But how do you feel? What's your confidence level with this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team versus the Panthers?
I'm pretty confident because I think this team's going to come out ready to play after last week. That was so frustrating to watch. I just think we're going to have it. This team's going to be ready.
All right, team's going to be ready. Who's the player of the game in your opinion, Tommy?
Bucky Irving.
Okay.
Just like last meeting.
I got to ask you because a lot of fans were hooting and hollering, if you will, when Shaq Barrett got signed today. Welcome back, Shaq. He's not going to play in this game. It doesn't look like he'll play next week. What do you think about Barrett coming back in a Bucs uniform?
I like it. He knows the defense, and it's not going to be hard. Most of the guys in the locker room, he knows. So it's like it's perfect.
All right,
Perfect
score prediction, Tommy. You're on the spot right now. Go ahead.
27-17 Bucs.
Love it. 27-17 Bucs. We'll fire those cannons. I'll give you a card right there, Mr.
Yes, Tommy.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm glad you mentioned Barrett. I'm glad you mentioned Shaq Barrett. I just wanted to mention.
Well, that's what I do.
Well, I told you I spoke to Mr. Barrett, Dad, Steve, and I
said,
love to have you come
from Bucs Report a long time ago.
Yeah, but he's also a friend. Watches the show. Tunes in, and I asked him if he'd like to come on.
The father of Shaq, yes.
Shaq's dad. And, of course, he's up there in Baltimore, and he said at 9 a.m. on Sundays he starts this electric football league. And I just love that, whatever that entails. But thank you, Mr. Barrett, anyway. We're happy Shaq is back home.
Well, what I need you to do, your son's in the background here. He's hulking.
He's not going to have time. It's time to go
I don't know
if
you can put that together right there, but that's kind of a surprise for everybody right there, that whole contraption. I'm not a mechanical guy. I'm more of a technical guy, as you can tell. Sometimes people would say I'm not even that. But I want to go out to these text messages.
Find Scott first.
Yes, let's go out to Tim here. Good morning, guys. Good morning to you, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to Christopher Cole, I believe, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Christopher Cole. A great webhead of this show for a long time. We appreciate you as always. What's up, guys? What's going on, Keith?
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Cole, got to have a clean game today. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Not a clean game last week. We talked about it. No matter who you're playing, I don't care who you're playing. If you lose the turnover battle more times than not, you're going to lose the game, and that's exactly the reason why they lose the game. It comes down to Rachaad White. I get it. It's one play, but it's a major turnover that at a critical part of the game.
Yeah, and again, I go back to what Mr. Brian Ford, COO of your Buccaneers. I'm wearing the pin, Brian.
I see that.
He was laughing because I see that. And he was over here to what the Buck tailgate for a purpose, and he was just it was just pitching everybody. Have a great time today. It's a very important win. Playoffs have playoffs. These are playoff games, but have fun. Make that hometown noise. Make it hard on.
By
Bryce
the way,
Young.
when I say playoffs, it sounds like I'm a donkey.
You
sound like a jackass.
You sound like Shrek. Oh, not Shrek, but you sound like Donkey a little bit. Yeah. Not Eddie Murphy, but Donkey.
Right, exactly. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I got a mouthful of food, but
well, it must be nice. You know, I tried to chow down a little bit, and I was told you can't eat yet. You got to host the show. So I got to host the show. I got to hightail it over there. So I'm probably going to take my time after this show, wrap up, eat, and get up there about 12:30, 12:45.
Okay, I'll wait.
And be fat and happy. That's okay.
Rude.
No,
You're
that's
right.
okay. No. Eat.
You're right.
You're
right. It's rude.
No, it's not rude. No, it's not. It's not.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, bro. Where's this from again?
Wild Oak? No. Put me on a spot.
Yeah.
Go back. Rewind about 17 and a half minutes.
Is it Whiskey Oak? I forgot it too. Okay, we'll have to go back in, but we appreciate
whatever
it.
It's fantastic.
I've lost my train of thought because of you, as always. Let's go Bucs, absolutely. Where's it at? Go Bucs! Go Bucs!
How about them Bucs, baby?
Go Bucs! All right, let's go out to Christopher Cole here. Better setup and clear signal. It is. It's amazing, Christopher Cole, when you got your hotspot. We went over a little bit later than we wanted to, but we're on.
Yes.
So, yes, we got good Wi-Fi today. Yes, we are. A very important game today. We need to win this. Of course, let's go out to Mike Evans. Big-time game versus the Panthers in the first matchup. In fact, you look inside the numbers on this. 8 catches for 118 yards. I believe he needs 182 yards to get the 1,000 today. Is it a Mike Evans day with, again, going back to it, this defense susceptible, Leo Word, 29, 30 points a game. Is this a Mike Evans day in your opinion?
It just depends on how Evero's going to play that defense against us here in Raymond James. I mean, are they going to try to shut down Mike because they realize what 11th 1,000-yard season could be? Are they going to commit to the run to stop Bucky and Rachaad from getting off? And if so, then you're going to have to go to one of your other receivers and maybe even a Payne Durham for a catch today, as well as blocking with K-Dot in that play.
Listen, you know that the defense is going to try to bracket coverage. They're going to try to double him. And this is where Liam Cohen and that offensive coordinator of game planning and getting the ball to your playmakers, and that's what he's going to definitely have to focus on. This barbecue, come here, because we forgot. I'm getting old. I guess I'm getting old my old age here. Once again, the barbecue place is
Wicked Oak Barbecue
Wicked
in Tampa.
Oak Barbecue.
That's what I
Thank you
said.
very much. He did say
Wicked Oak.
Wicked Oak.
I can't forget this
I
barbecue.
said Whiskey Oak. I probably did need
Wicked
to drink.
Oak, Wicked Oak, Wicked Oak. Just
Wicked
remember
Oak
that.
Barbecue. Scott Bradford.
Best
of
barbecue
Bucs
you
Life.
have best barbecue you'll have in town.
It's amazing.
And also, they're at the Lightning games too.
Really?
Yes, they're in Emily Arena.
And you also have you have not only Bucs Life, you have Ray's Life, and you also have Bolts Life. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right, we'll be talking to some more Lightning personalities. A little tease there in 2025.
Absolutely, we will.
Yes, we will. So,
And you guys have access to everything.
absolutely, man.
Tristan.
We appreciate you
Buck
as
Scott.
always. You're the man. He was telling me, he was giving me he was kind of scolding me today because I brought the Munchkins, the 25 Munchkins. This edition of the Evolution of Sports Talk Television is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. He said, don't eat too much of that. I said that was my cheat day, but definitely going to get into this Wicked Oak Barbecue as Bucs fans, Carolina fans
Scott.
walking by. Yes, we are live here. Go ahead. There's your card. Always be closing. Go to the YouTube site there.
The
Download
entire
the link.
family's in blue. There's not a red on them.
I don't
Everybody-
care if you're a Carolina
wearing-
Panther fan. You're always welcome on the Evolution. This is what
Well,
it's
I don't
all
hate
about.
them, but you
Right.
only got so many cards. I want to
We'll
give them to
take
the
their
dedicated
money.
webheads.
You know,
Oh,
enjoy your
Facebook stars?
enjoy your time. Yeah,
Facebook
absolutely.
stars?
Facebook stars and YouTube super chats. Thank you very much,
But
my
going
friend.
back
So,
to my defensive way that the Panthers are going to defense,
Yes.
the way we're going to play offense is going to be predicated upon how they play us. And remember, that's one thing about the Panthers that surprised us all most off the bat that first time around was that defense really showed up. And they were not like Dallas last week where they were just beating the crud out of us, but I mean, they were playing good, solid defense, and Everett has a good defense.
yeah, everybody absolutely in a rivalry game, and it's going to be, again, I thought the offensive line against the Panthers, you look back at that first matchup there, didn't play necessarily well. I thought the offensive line has struggled to a certain degree. They gave up 4 sacks in that game. Of course, you have Clowney, Jadeveon Clowney, who made his hay there. Right there over where? ReliaQuest Bowl,
For South Carolina, yeah.
South Carolina against Michigan.
That was up to that point. That was
Yes.
Ronnie Lott used to hit
Which,
more
by the way,
moving.
we will have that also covered for you. Alabama versus Michigan.
ReliaQuest Bowl
Yes.
2024. I'm so excited. We're going to be here
Tuesday
today.
morning, New
Yes.
Year's Eve. We got you covered on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. Of course, in association with Amped Up Sports, Leo Haggerty and the gang there.
gang,
so,
yes.
plenty of
I
things to
spent
talk
about
about.
2 hours over in the media center there at
Yes.
the Hyde House and just enjoying it. And John, great, one of the best guys. He just cares about everything. Can I get you anything? A little Coke. They had nice fresh chicken wings. They were bringing them out every 5 minutes. And you know the media, local credentialed media, at least the ones that aren't on the radio because I didn't see any of those guys around there. But anyone else, I'm just saying, we were all there hanging out, having a great time. Print media from Alabama, print media from Michigan. So
Listen, when we're on the background here, hi kids, how you doing?
this is
Hi
weird
Bucs
with the fun
fans.
audience, right?
Can I get a Tampa? And you go Bay, Tampa, Tampa,
Yeah.
Tampa. All right, love it.
I didn't
See,
think you were
that's
gonna
what
get it.
I'm-
I didn't think you were
well,
gonna
I
get
feel
it.
like the Grand Poobah
You sold it.
here.
No, you sold
Absolutely,
it. That
I'm
was
always
awesome.
selling.
They need
Always
speakers,
selling, my
yes.
friend. Yes, we need our speakers here. We'll have those speakers next week. I guarantee you.
You got to have. I'm not going
Oh.
to be here next week.
Why are you going to be?
I don't got tickets to the Saints game.
We'll get you tickets to the Saints game. I got
And
a
I'm
friend.
here.
And then you're there. There you go. We'll help you out here. All right, let's read these comments. Open phone lines as always. There you go. If you want one of these cards right here to see what we're doing, there you go,
Nope.
right there. I don't think
Crickets.
they can see me.
Give
Yeah,
me-
they
give me
can't
some
see me.
crickets.
Well, they can't see
Well,
me
they're in
out
line
there.
for barbecue.
They are in line
I
for
can't blame 'em.
barbecue, so they're not paying attention to me and unless I say Tampa Bay. All right, let's go out to Sandy here. Hey, you're all. What's going on? How
Hi,
you
Mom.
doing, Sandy?
Yeah.
That's not my mom.
Oh.
That's somebody else. That's
Hi,
not
Dad.
Sandra Nagel. No, that's not. Hey guys, what's going on? Raphael right there. Let's go out to Carissa Hinkle. Go Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Absolutely fire the cannons for that. Greetings, fan. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Where are you today? We're at What the Buck Tailgate here live on the Evolution of Sports Talk Television. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, as we get you
I'm
ready
still trying
for
to get
Bucks
this wireless
versus the
thing working.
Panthers. Just give up on that at this point. Hopefully,
Then I want
your
to.
son has not given up.
I want to know this. This is what I'm asking because the
Yes.
beach bat. And if you guys aren't over at the Bucks game, if you want to tape it for later, Go out to Clearwater Beach, Pier 60. The teams, Michigan and Alabama, are out there having a great time. But the thing was at 11, stuff like I'm thinking with the whole team hotels, I went to both of them yesterday within almost 2 miles of the stadium. Aren't we going to see some Michigan players and some Alabama players show up here during this game today? How could you not let them come see a little bit of this?
The press conference will be there tomorrow at 10 a.m. unless I get sent home from work, which most likely I won't, but you never know. I'm not condoning that because my boss is maybe watching.
Press conference tomorrow?
Unfortunately, I won't be there.
I take care of you.
Okay.
I'm getting better at asking.
I like you.
I like you. I ask Galesh questions. I ask Byron Brown. I ask Archie.
I've talked to you well. I talked to you well,
Sean Atkins, number one receiver, or holds more records with the USF Bulls than just about anybody else. It's just been a great time covering the USF Bulls in 2024.
Just think, you started out as a bum on the sidewalk in Fergs, and now you're not a bum.
Me and Mayor Mike. Yeah,
there you go.
We're looking for a place to stay. Remember Mayor Mike? I'm gonna go back and find that archive because that was a good one.
Find that Mayor Mike.
And then Mayor Mike, listen to this. I was talking about the Pete Owens, the galley. I did the video last week.
Yes.
Remember Travis?
Michigan fan right there, I believe, right?
Yes, Michigan. Go blue.
Is that Michigan? Okay, Michigan.
So Michigan.
Yes.
But remember Travis Bailey from Rocket Sports and Entertainment was down there, and we did the 3-shot. Of course, Travis left, and then Mayor Mike came along and got on Mike, but he had Travis's lower third. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna find that too.
It's a good look for Travis, by the way. Thanks a lot, Travis Feely of Rocket Sports and Entertainment.
We'll see him at the
He's near What the Buck Tailgate. Absolutely. Yours true, Bigga. Yours true, checking in. Appreciate you. Once again, content creator, does some great Buck songs. We'll get him on the Evolution. You got to fix your cam, my friend. You got to fix that cam. We don't talk to avatars unless you're JC Allen, then we may make an exception.
Or if the avatar is of a very scantily dressed cartoon character. Betty Boop.
All right, how you doing? Go Bucs right there as fans are coming by right now, trying to figure out what this is. Fred, call up the show. You do a tremendous job of what you do, my friend, there on Facebook. He was talking about this morning, he was listening to radio, how they were talking about Chuba Hubbard and how they need to stop him. It's going to be easy. He's not playing in the game.
For now, yeah. I mean, and that was because he almost got off last.
Yes.
I should have let you drop it a little more. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
All right, Snoop D-O-double-G there. Let's go out. So, Fred, thanks a lot for tuning in.
Yeah.
Shaq Attack is back in the Bay. What did you think of that move? I love it. Listen, I don't think he is what he was a couple years ago, but who knows? He's had some opportunity to rest, although how effective is he going to be? What kind of football shape is he going to be in? Hamstring issues have been it's been crazy how many hamstring issues this Bucs team has had. What do they do with him? Is he on a snap count? But I think he's a lot better than what the Bucs have at this point, right?
I got to be honest. First, when you said Shaq back in the Bay, I thought you meant DJ Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
He's playing the midnight party at Armature Works this week, New Year's Eve. So I want
to
drop for Armature Works.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I think that Shaq at this point, not only can he bring a fresh set of eyes and legs, that someone who's been in the system, make calls, be more of a leader, but I think it's also for motivational for the other guys because we have been dealing with a lot of injuries, and I know everyone's injured this time of year. We've had some exceptional ones, especially on the back end, so we need to make sure that pressure on the front end stays applied.
Yeah, and it comes down to, stepping up, whether it's JTS, who has not stepped up, Yaya Diaby, Kalijah Cansey. I think Cansey and Bea are the least of your problems. You got to get that rush from the outside. Anthony Nelson, that's the reason why Chuba's not playing in this game because Chuba, he got stripped, so he didn't want to play against Anthony Nelson, who had a monumental play at that point because Carolina is going in to try to score.
Save the game.
And that's how close it is. It's one play here and there. Even you look at this record of the Carolina Panthers, you know that they're going to give the Bucs everything they can handle. I agree with Harry. It may be a close game today. Why will we not think of anything else?
Can I be honest with you?
Yes,
I've already admitted on this show several times.
Don't lie to me.
I wouldn't lie to you, baby.
When some people say, when people say, can I be honest with you? I'm like, don't lie to me.
I won't lie to you.
Yeah, I'm a salesperson.
You're right. Why don't lie? But the thing about it is, oh my God.
Oh, it's closing.
I forgot.
Coffees for closers. Where's my coffee?
I got your coffee right here.
Yeah,
what were you talking about?
You got your coffee right there. Coffee's right there. All right, go ahead.
I forget what I was going to drop. It was a good one, too.
Well,
what were you talking about? Real quick. Just give me 10 seconds.
Well, Chuba being out in this game and Anthony Nelson making a critical play because Carolina's going down to score the touchdown or going down to score a field goal at least. Right?
Yeah, I
agree. Have all the momentum.
Well,
the broadcasting school is paying off for you, Tampa Bay Ray. Really appreciate that.
With all due respect, it was an online mail order course.
All right. I told y'all that the Chargers only bought Bowles 1 week out of the hot seat.
Who said that?
Bigga.
I'm telling you.
Is he in the hot seat?
Is the narrative not? I mean, especially since we've already set the table with Liam Cohen, and he's going to be hired as the next pope when they see the white smoke coming out at the Sistine Chapel there in Rome. I mean, if he's going to get away, and this team doesn't show up today. Now remember, Dallas kicked our ass. Seriously. Panthers almost kicked our ass. They're at our place today. Everything is on the line, and it's D-Day. It's D-Day. It's the moment. So if he doesn't come out here and say, I'm excited and get this team ready to play, then you have to start questioning.
It is exciting.
You have to start questioning, is this a guy to lead a guy? I still think he is, but I'm saying we need to see the Buccaneers take care of business
I still
today.
think he is too, but again, that may be the eternal optimist in me. I'm optimistic.
I'm more optimistic than you.
Maybe.
Well, you are optimistic.
We do tell it like it is here on this show. Over phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. Wicked Oak Barbecue.
Wicked.
Great stuff. It is wicked. I had a little bit of it, but we'll continue to read the comments. But again, Todd Bowles, in your opinion, a Bucs Nation, I'll throw it out there. If they don't win today, then I believe, the hot seat could definitely they could definitely be looking at a change, as crazy as it sounds.
And I
don't necessarily think that's fair because of all the injuries on both sides of the ball. But this is
every team
must-win game.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he loses the locker room like Mike Smith in Atlanta 10 years ago. But if this team comes out here and you don't see guys exceptionally jumping through, knocking walls down, at the point you start, okay, it's a long season, a lot of injuries. We've been in the playoffs the last 4 years. We're tired. We won a Super Bowl. Let us rest for a minute. Let us get the season started in early January instead of late February. I don't know. But if that team, is that the team that we see shows up today, you start to question the coach.
Absolutely. As I'm waving to people as they look at me like I'm crazy. What is he talking
to?
Is he talking to himself? You're awesome. Cam Johnson could be a factor in this game. Wide receiver. Good job, Peter H. Blake. I'm not worried about this game at all. Blowout City, says Michael Sheets. It was great to meet you. It's always great to meet Webheads and Bucs fans alike here live from What the Buck Tailgate. Appreciate that.
Oh, I know what I was going to say.
Yes.
I don't know about gambling. But how the hell is this a 10-point game? Is that just like a tease? They're like, we're going to screw you with the other 16 games today or 14 games. We're going to screw you with the Washington Falcons tonight because Washington's going to take care of business and whoop those dirty birds. A 10-point, I don't care if you're at home. You're setting a team like that up for failure, or you're trying to piss those Panthers off.
Let's go out to one of our biggest web heads on this show. Let's go out to Mr. Eric. Eric, welcome to the Evolution here. Live from what's going on, boss?
Up, man?
Yes, sir. What's up,
Eric?
How do you guys feel today?
I feel good. First I'm alive. That's always a good thing.
Good start.
Because then I'll be the Walking Dead. About the game. Well,
he knows what you mean.
I'm glad
Eric.
you got to it. I definitely am. It's almost like asking me where am I from. My mom, and also from Clearwater, Florida. How do I feel about this game? I absolutely feel good about it. I do, and I think this team it could be.
Go ahead. What's your pen meaning today? 1 to 10.
I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8. I like an 8. Yeah, I like an 8.
How about yours, Eric?
What you mean 8 to win, or does it mean 8 is worse?
8 to lose. No, 8 to win.
I mean you said 1 to 10.
80%.
I think that I like 8 at this point from 1 to 10. If you're giving me, we don't give the score predictions out yet, Eric. Come on now. How do you feel about the game?
It's going to be a stressful game because Dave Canales coming back to return home.
Okay.
It's going to be a storybook. Remember, Panthers could have won the last game matchup before halftime. Their touchdown was overturned.
Hey, Eric, you like wrestling, right? Eric, you like wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a great run if the NFL and WWE were getting together and at some point in this game, Dave Canales and Liam Cohen run out to the 50-yard line and get into like a Royal Rumble? Wouldn't that just be fantastic?
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Here's my take for this game. Mike Evans has to be the key, and Baker Mayfield.
Well, it's always about Baker. It's always about Baker Mayfield in this offense, absolutely. And I definitely think you have to get Mike Evans involved early and often. 1 catch in that second half, unacceptable late there in the fourth quarter. You got to get him the ball. You got to feed Mike Evans. That's my biggest key to the game. Not only offensive line, of course, as always.
Him? Huh? Maybe they were saving him for the big game today. Maybe they were saving him.
I don't think you can save Mike Evans. He's got to be the catalyst of the offense, in my opinion.
That's a good point. That's why
it's okay to sit here and talk. Hold on. Yes. I get that. Yes, Eric. Yes. Let me answer the question. Okay. Yes, you have the running game there with Bucky Irving and White. You've got to get them involved. But to me, the guy that runs this offense, that takes the pressure off of Baker Mayfield, that puts the pressure on that defensive side of the ball, is a Mike Evans. You've got to find him the way. I don't care if he's double, triple team. Find a way to get him the ball.
Well, and that's why
often.
Liam Cohen is the most nervous person in that stadium right now, because he knows he's got a dog in Mike Evans, and he knows he wants to get him.
Appreciate the call.
He knows he wants to get him fed. But you don't think that Carolina defense is starting first of all to stop Mike Evans, because they're going to realize how much we're trying to get to 11,000, but not going to lose this game based on it, and how Liam Cohen calls the game to work in those Mike Evans yaks is what it's going to be big in whatever.
Yeah, what a great shot. What a great shot you put together here.
Like
Speaking of wrestling,
stuttering.
Corey Hayes, great stuff there with AEW. Last night at that pay-per-view, we got to get you on Turnbuckle Talk. He covers wrestling, and he's a part of Bucs Life right there. Biggest says, hell no, Todd Bowles calling plays. He doesn't like that. Christopher Cole, I'm just happy to still be playing for something unlike a lot of teams. And I think, Bucs fans, I'm all about perspective. Right? I told you I'm an old school guy, Florida man, been here all my life, seen some bad Bucs football. Tampa Bay Ray, you've seen some bad Bucs football.
A lot of bad Bucs football.
And I think, a lot of Bucs fans get spoiled. You're still playing for something. This is a must-win game.
4 years in a row.
That's
5 years, 1-5.
Yes.
I mean, 4 years. And the thing is that's why I'll go ahead and say it. I'll wrap the whole Todd Bowles thing up. Going back to it, there were people that said even if the Bucs were to make the playoffs in 20 playoffs, that Liam Cohen, you can't let him get out of the building. I'm like, slow your roll. Let's just see a motivated team show up today. We'll see some of the after film on the Inside the NFL this week. That doesn't even show anymore. It's on the CW.
It's on the CW Sports. Hell yeah, it's a show.
Yeah,
it's a good show. I'm not going to give you a bum for. Actually, I am going to do that. And by the way,
I gave myself one that time.
Greg Gumbel passed away. So what was yours? Yes, one of the voices of my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, because, they had Dick Ebersol. I mean, you had Nick Ebersol. You had the voices on NBC, but the voices on ABC, Howard Cosell and, Frank Dierdorf and all those things with the football. And we always come to associate the package. And even though the Bucs were always in the NFC, the AFC package was on NBC, and Greg Gumbel was the one that after I got done watching my Bucs lose 80% of the time back then would take me into a soft afternoon game, and for lucky it was the Dolphins.
Where you guys were at What the Buck Tailgate there. Nicholas, thanks a lot for tuning in. As always, Keith, What the Buck Tailgate in Tampa across the street from the stadium. We are.
Loving it.
It's beautiful.
Wicked Oak.
Yeah, absolutely. Wicked Oak Barbecue. On my phone line, 727-255-0391. It's 727-255-0391. I'm your host, Peter Blake, along with Tampa Bay Ray Kennedy. Join us on the post-game edition live from Raymond James Stadium on the field, as hopefully maybe your son will put that together.
Oh.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
I think he got his ticket and took off.
Oh, no. Well,
That's
maybe you can put it together for us. It's important.
I want to get you wrapped up inside the stadium so you can enjoy that banana.
We got plenty of time. We
Bananas
just need to
Foster.
get that. We need to give that surprise to the fans there.
That's going to be great. Because I'll tell you what. I'll tell. Well, no, we won't tell them, because if it's on the show post game, I'll have gotten it together, and you're going to see how awesome it's going to be. Because that was a great. You and I found this at first, not this one, but we realized what it meant to be able to do that, to have that elevated its own position, the soundboard, and I think it's going to be pretty hot.
I think it
Drop
is too.
it like it.
Drop it like it's hot. All right, Ben Cornett. Good morning, fellas. What's going on, boss? Ben Cornett, all the way from Las Vegas, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Virginia, all across the United States. The evolution of sports talk television.
Bucs fans are
if Shaq is active, he'll play sparingly.
Not today.
I think you're looking to play him next week there. Yeah. Wicked Oak, absolutely. Thank you, terrible advertisers. We try our best there. Go Panthers, said Scott. Where's that from?
Was that Scott?
Yeah, Scott Thaler. I thought he was
Scott,
a Rams
He's
fan.
a Rams fan.
And he said, go Panthers?
I'm going to tell him where to ram it. Rams are the hottest. I would not. I want to play the Rams less than I want to play the Lions again, even the Vikings. Right now, the Rams are the hottest team. And so Scott's just talking a little smack, but I respect it, because I'd be doing the same thing if I'd been in a position they were in the last couple of years.
All right. Everyone, Shadow is here all the way from, North Dakota or South Dakota? Yeah, Shadow right there, Jeremiah. Yeah. Let's go out to Mark. Jimbo's is the best barbecue in Tampa. Not today.
Not right here.
It's Wicked Oak Barbecue, which, by the way,
every time someone mentions it, I get to have a bite.
So so it's like a shot.
As much as you want. And mention any other barbecue.
Well, thank you. Wicked Oak Barbecue, Wicked Oak Barbecue, Wicked Oak Barbecue. You better hoover that stuff.
Are those really being a message?
It is. Still wondering why Devin Culp hasn't been given a chance with 4.47 40 time at the tight end position, either not knowing the playbook, blocking wise. That's a call, because Cade Otton is not going to play in this game. That's a loss.
That could be your key to opening up the lanes for Mike Evans, is to have across the middle. You're going to need your tight end. That's why I saw Cade last week, and I see Cade oh, I can't eat that anymore. It's so tangy and rich and good that I don't even want to talk after I eat it.
Well, let's talk about the inactives for the Carolina Panthers. J.C. Horn not playing in this game. Former Buccaneer Devin Tompkins, Jack Plummer, not to be confused with Jake Plummer, Jordan Fuller, Josie Jewell, and Taylor Mouton not playing. Where are the Bucs inactives at this point? Let's take a look here at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
While you're getting the injuries up. Oh,
yes.
Go ahead.
Well, Shaq Barrett, of course, inactive. Most likely going to play him next week. Royce Newman, Cade Otton, Michael Pratt, Jose Ramirez, Sterling Shepard, and Antoine Winfield
like
Jr.
I said, just working the middle and getting the front seven. Got to make sure it's right today because then the back end's injured, young, and may not know what they're doing in some situations, and that's exactly what Dave Canales likes to expose.
Christian Itzian out of this game, but it looks like they're going to get back Jordan Whitehead and also KJ Britt, which will be big for this back end, which, again, very beleaguered. I also don't think it helps with not getting that consistent pressure up front because that is a catalyst.
Hi, guys. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm right here. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? What's your name?
Good. My name is Crystal Rose.
Okay.
Hi. I am from Spring Hill, and I am here for the Bucs. Slut for the Bucs.
Okay. Well, there you go. And there's your card right there.
Really outside on the camera. I don't
know anything about football. I just love to tailgate. I love the mac and cheese here, and I love to get fucked up.
Yeah, you want the Buck tailgate, right?
Yes.
That Wicked Oak barbecue is awesome, right?
Yes. Oh my God, it's so good. I literally have been drinking since 9 a.m. and then I come over here, I drink the mac and cheese, I eat the mac and cheese, and I'm good to go.
Yes.
All right. We appreciate you.
Say go Bucks. Wait.
No, I'm gonna say what I say: sluts for the Bucs.
Okay. There you go.
That works. Thank
There you go.
Go Bucs, man. I like the Colts, but go Bucs.
All right.
Go Bucs.
Well, there you go. All right.
I want to drop it like this.
It is a family show. But
You remember? Like I already said. Did I say kick their asses?
Well, that's okay. You say kick their asses.
The
What she was
Buccaneers
saying,
in the
though.
first game in Carolina, the Buccaneers third down
We've
off.
seen her a couple times here. We can't avoid her. She gets
awesome.
right. Yeah, she gets right on the camera.
Sluts for the Bucks. I have so many things. But
I'm
the
gone.
first.
Yeah.
Let me drop this.
Drop it.
I'm gonna drop it like it's hot.
That's your word for the day, by the way.
Well, it's not getting jiggy with it. Are you
Well, that's
excited?
good. Yes,
Okay.
you've updated your hip hop lexicon, if you will.
No, I've went
You're
backwards
such a hip hop
actually.
head.
But the Buccaneers had 60. The Buccaneers on third down conversions in Carolina were 16%.
And speaking of dropping it
You're
like
not
it's
gonna allow me
hot,
to drop it, are you?
Snoop Dogg is right in the background playing.
Oh, that's Snoop.
That's Gin and Juice. Hopefully we
Yeah,
don't
that's
get.
what-
Hopefully we don't get
she don't get no
copyrighted.
more. Hopefully she don't get no
doesn't
more.
need any more. Go ahead, drop it.
Well, no, I'll tell you what. The reason why I was mentioning Snoop Dogg is because I was watching this week, and they're watching the USC throwbacks to Pete Carroll and the USC and Bush and Leinart when they won the national championship. And they brought, and that's what Pete Carroll did, brought Snoop to the sideline, and he was there for every game. And you remember everyone in Hollywood wanted to be there. They were getting number one recruits in the entire country, having a great team. But that's why Snoop was on my mind. 16% on third down in Carolina. The Buccaneers have been one of the most efficient teams on third down this entire year. One of the reasons why the Carolina Panthers were able to stop us is because of those third down conversions. You need to see some really good calls on third down, take advantage of a home field advantage.
And it's interesting that you mentioned that because the last matchup there, which
16%.
was December 1st there. The Bucs were 2 for 12 on third down efficiency. Carolina 6 for 16.
Yeah.
So not only does it come to converting third downs, which this Bucs offense has been great at doing, which they struggled versus the Panthers in the first matchup, but you also got to get off the field.
Yeah.
And I get it, Bryce Young has played better, but to look at the last numbers, 26 for 46, 298, 1 touchdown. You got to get more pressure on him. You got to force him into those bad throws.
And keep him in the pocket because I'm telling you, every rollout he has is when he hit what's his face, the receiver Thielen. And then he got to do the
I
gritty,
don't know what that
whatever
is.
that was.
Yeah, the gritty. Yeah.
And then he hit that
You're
tremble.
so up on it, man. You're so down with the hip hop culture. It's awesome.
I actually do a very serious gritty.
Oh, do the gritty. Do it
right now and back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You
For
gonna
real?
do it?
You want me to do it? Okay.
Is he gonna do the gritty? Are you really gonna do the gritty? Oh, look at that! He's doing the gritty. Look at that, bro. That was awesome. Okay. Okay.
I'm cramped up now.
Did you hurt your hamstring?
No, I cramped
That would be
up.
the same because most Bucs players this year have hurt their hamstring. As the dog right there is looking to
I have to stay
mark
stretched.
his spot there. So
he wanted a napkin because it's got some wicked oak on it.
there you go. Ray, you said wild oak. He did.
I did say wild oak. Oh man,
what's going on, Mike? How you doing? I just gotta mess with people sometimes, Like I know what the answer. Good luck, Bucks. Says the Green Queen there, Miss Darlene Emanuel. We appreciate you as always. Let's go out to Michael.
Hi.
You follow me
God,
on
please
Facebook.
come
Come on here. You follow me on Facebook. Get in the camera there. Sit down on the chair. Come on. I
That is
appreciate
so
you. Thank you
fantastic.
very much. You're from where?
From the UK.
From the
Yes.
UK?
Gloria.
What's your name?
Gloria.
Gloria?
Yes.
Gloria, yes.
You know,
Yes,
yeah,
I know who you are.
a few times.
Yes. Absolutely, Gloria. I appreciate your support as always. Welcome over here. And as always, go Bucks, all right? Yes. Thank
Nice to
you.
meet you, Gloria.
Appreciate you. I love that. That's what I love. Like, this is the reason why I do
From
it.
the UK.
I follow you on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm from the freaking UK.
Now we got to cross the pond. We already had the Intercontinental United States.
I
but
love
that's
that.
the evolution.
Yes. That is the evolution.
Was that really a good gritty though?
It was great, man.
I got to go back.
We got to go and TikTok that. I agree with the great. The Bucks win, but just load the cannons at this point. Fire the cannons. I think that's what Michael was trying to say. Christopher Kolchak is inactive. Absolutely. Let's see. Jim, I'm at church. Talk to you later.
Jim.
Priorities. Hallelujah. Amen. And we'll see you on the post-game edition.
Damn it, Jim, what the hell's the matter with you?
Let's go out to Misador. He's at church, and I said, what the hell's wrong with you? Okay. Good morning, gentlemen, says Misador. That's always good. Let's see here, Misador. Key to the win today, run the goddamn ball. Yes, I did say that.
And that's
on
me, because that
Sunday.
would be with me.
Yeah.
That's what the captain would say.
Yes.
Run the damn ball. You're at home. But we've got to see a team that's motivated. We got to see a team that's representing and actually, and we've done it pretty good this year.
Yes.
The Eagles decimated them, beat the Raiders. We've represented here at home. Got to represent today because this is a divisional game.
Better road team than a home team. But this is your home field advantage. This
Well,
is
look
what
at
you got to
the teams we
do.
played
And we
here.
talked to Brian Ford at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
He said, they're going to be coming out today. They better be showing out today. This Bucs fan base needs to
loud.
show out today. Get loud.
I'm gonna be so hoarse after this game. I'm not drinking beer today. You've noticed. I'm drinking water.
Water. Okay. Well,
I've
that's
been
good.
partying too hard since Christmas. I had to take a day off.
Obviously. All right. With you dropping it like it's hot and
Dropping
doing the
like-
gritty there.
Yeah,
That's
who said
always
that?
good.
Oh, you
yes.
said that.
Yeah, I did say that.
Okay.
They got rid of Tony Dungy after, I believe, 4 straight playoff appearances because they felt they needed someone else to get them over the hump.
Offensive
Bowles
person.
is pretty much in the same situation. Agree with that?
No.
Says Bigger. Okay.
This team was built by Bruce Arians and Jason Light. Bowles is just a current holder of the placard as coach. He's a great coach. Best defensive coordinator in our division and top 2 in the NFC. I'll guarantee it. And everybody's like, well, what if we lose him? First of all, he's going to get a job somewhere else. But second of all, just hope there's a plan to come in here. Maybe they're going to – hey, we got Wink Martindale just across the street, defensive coordinator for the University of Michigan. Maybe Wink – he's down here enjoying his week.
It's
If that's the
about
plan.
continuity with this team.
Yeah.
You keep that continuity. The great organizations. People talk about Mike Tomlin every year. You hear Ralph Williams, bodyguard of the Berg, who's on Turnbuckle Talk on Wednesday nights at 10:30, talk
Yes.
about firing Mike Tomlin. But Mike Tomlin's one of the most consistent coaches in the National Football League. It's the most, and that's the reason why Pittsburgh, maybe they don't win Super Bowls.
Well, they did, though. They've won 2 under him.
Right.
So that's the reason why he gets the pass, because it's not
Right.
like the Rays, who are not buyers at deadline and consistently make the playoffs and hang wild card banners at the roofless Tropicana field. But in his case, he's actually won the Super Bowl twice. Probably, I'm not going to make comparisons to the baseball, but I just did.
Well, you did.
Sorry.
Good morning, brother, says Sean. Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's go out to Big. Evans usually has a big game against Carolina, plus it would be good for my fantasy team. Again, I believe 182 yards. Is my math correct? So how many yards does he have to average in the next 2 games? There you go. See?
91 a yard.
Man, the math is paying off for us here on the Evolution. I'm in the fantasy championship, by the way. So come on, Baker and Mike. Let's take it
Yes.
home. I like it.
I like that. Because you get those two connecting and you got Baker and Mike both in your league on championship day,
Yeah.
you could have a really bad day in the past when they didn't have numbers, but the both of them hooking up, getting those numbers puts you way over the top.
I'm so tired of this. Could this be a trap game? The trap game was last week. It's a trap.
Denver
No,
was
it's
a
not
trap game, although Denver's looking pretty good now, too.
No, there's no trap game. It's a must-win game. You either come out there and play your football game, your brand of football, where you want to punch somebody in the face and you want to be a playoff team, or you go home. Because if you lose, of course, Atlanta, all they got to do is win at this point. They win an NFC South, and you got to hope for the Commanders to lose both of those games in order to be a 7 seed. I don't think the Bucs want to be a 7 seed. I think they want that home game for the wild card.
Well, I'll show you how crazy it is here at the end of the season as the games get so tight. Only 2 games left, and there's so many scenarios. There's a hypothesis out there that said that's a Leo word.
Wow, that is a Leo word. Very
that
good.
says that Kansas City Chiefs would lay down this weekend. Kansas City Chiefs will lay down against the Broncos this weekend because if the Broncos win, then the Cincinnati Bengals can't make the playoffs. I'm like, they're not going to play anybody because they've already got the number 1 locked overall for AFC, but you're not going to lay down against them. It's a stupid thing. But those scenarios run out there. That's what the end of the season and the playoff push is all about.
Masador, that's so true. Eric, if the Bucs lost today, does Bulls get fired today if we lose?
No,
again,
it's
Eric,
I'm
I'm not looking forward. I don't know why this is being asked once again, but it's being asked. Baker wasn't releasing the ball.
I brought it up today, though.
Eric, great question. Peter H. Blake, Ray Kennedy, David. I have a feeling that Dave Canales is going to take Mike out of the game. Agree with that? Dave Canales take Mike out of the game? You know who can take Mike out of the game? Liam Cohen can take Mike out of the game.
Yes.
In my opinion. I think he can scheme him open.
They're trying to win this game.
I don't think Carolina's defense can take Mike out of the game.
I think that Dave Canales, honestly, just because he's been here, but he's a dog, but the kind of guy he is, more spiritual and a nice guy, just a player's kind of coach.
Yeah.
He'd like to be able to tell Evero, if I can guarantee the win, let Mike get 200 yards. I mean, let's beat him, 30-17, and because that's what happened a lot in that first game.
Yeah,
a lot of bend, but don't break between the 20s. That's why Pinheiro missed the 2 field goals, and McLaughlin ends up missing it. And the same thing with last week against Dallas. Our offense has been starting to sputter a little bit in the red zone once we get down there. So try to hit him hard from distance, and that would be with Mike Evans.
All right, so good stuff there. Biggest says, remember, Payne Durham fumbled last week. Luckily, Baker recovered it. Maybe he's not the best blocker, but in passing downs, goal line, Cope could be another weapon. I don't know. They're taking it slow with him. Haven't played him yet. Yes, it is that. Happy Sunday morning game day. Go Bucs. Go Bucs. Go Bucs. Go Bucs. All right. Thank you very much, James. Gritty with the creamsicle half shirt on. How about no forever?
I almost wore that today. I was looking for a shirt. My oldest is down. I couldn't get into my man cave to get my outfit today. I was searching hard. I came across the half shirt, and I was like,
Yes, sir. Ray did the gritty. Biggest says that makes up for saying Wild Oak. There you go. What's up, guys? Right there. What is it again? Wicked Oak, right? Wicked Oak Barbecue. Great stuff. I'm going to start chowing down here after we end the show. Marty McKnight says, what's up, guys? What's going on with you?
Oh, yeah.
Go Bucs. Absolutely go Bucs. Go Bucs.
Go Bucs, baby.
Go Bucs.
There's a delay on that. You got to get rid of that delay.
I like the delay. It's good.
I always do my head like half beat too soon.
It's just, you're out of rhythm, but you did the gritty.
How could I be out of rhythm? I just did the freaking gritty.
We're out of rhythm on that.
I'm out of rhythm, Barry.
Out of rhythm altogether. You're out of your mind. That's what it is. It's a problem.
Shut up!
You could say Dungy built the foundation of the Super Bowl team. Gruden was the Bulls to Dungy like Bulls is to Arians. Demond, Bucs have everything to play for today. Absolutely.
100%.
They do. Yes.
I don't think we're going to see anything but.
And then Keith says go Falcons. I don't see go Falcons. I would say go Commanders. Go Commanders. Commanders win tonight over the Falcons. The Bucs take care of business. They have control of their destiny again. If you win this game, once again, you've got to win this game.
And if the Falcons do beat the Commanders, then we've got 100% really rely on Dallas to beat the Commanders next week in Week 17, a divisional game, an improving Dallas team, because then we would secure that wild card position instead of the division.
All right. With that being said, give me some final thoughts as we wrap this up. It is. It's 12:03. We're gonna wrap up. I got to
put your thing together. So
yes,
we can surprise
please.
Everyone for the post-game show.
It would be nice to put that together.
My final thought.
Yeah.
It's overcast. Still going to get sunburned because now you don't feel the sun as much. You're not shading yourself. It's a beautiful day. It's literally December, late December. We got another game in the ReliaQuest Bowl in just a couple of days. New Year's Day at 12 o'clock. Enjoy a game when you don't have to don't mess with your evening. It's New Year's Eve. Have a great time. Watch some great great football, ReliaQuest from 12 to 3, and then have a great evening.
Yes.
Better yet, come on over here. As far as today, I just want to see a team represent and show up because the Bucs didn't get beaten Dallas because they didn't show up. Dallas beat them. They didn't almost lose to Carolina because they didn't show up. Carolina almost beat them.
Yes.
The Buccaneers at home today with this crowd have to beat them.
All right. We'll go ahead and go out to the phone lines. Last call for the day. Mr. Curtis Glenn, welcome to the Evolution. You're on with yours truly, along with Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy, Best of the Bay. Bucs versus the Panthers live here from What the Buck as we're wrapping it up, my friend. What are your thoughts on this game coming up today?
Ain't no thoughts except for winning.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
And no damn thoughts. It's either win or go home.
Yep.
Win or stay home.
Yep. That's it. That's what it comes down to, my friend. Yeah.
No, we need Washington to win tonight, don't we?
Yeah, you need Washington to win tonight, but you got to take care of your business. You confident in this team to take care of business today versus Carolina? You think they struggle early? I mean, what happens with this team in your opinion?
I don't know. They better come out hot today.
Yeah. Okay.
They better come out hot, and they need Jalen Daniels to be himself against Atlanta today.
Well, yeah, and then for the Bucs side here, Baker Mayfield to get the ball to Mike Evans. Do you think that's the biggest key to the game? Because I think that is, in my opinion.
Other than running the damn ball, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, Curtis.
I'm pretty sure I saw some plays in Dallas where instead of throwing the ball, they should have been running the damn ball.
Oh, Curtis, I got to ask you a question. I heard a hiccup there.
I'm like, are you eating breakfast? It's still
early.
early.
A party in here before early. Little tailgate, my friend.
Is that an egg or a 40? Because I can't tell you got a hiccup.
It's actually a joint. The smoke went down the wrong side.
There you go. That was a mic drop. I love it.
We've definitely got some parties.
The same family in the war.
Yeah, it's
We're
definitely
NC-17 now.
And you know what? Listen, you know what? We are this close to New Year's Eve.
Yes.
We made it through another year.
Yes.
I'm glad that you guys are safe. I hope your families are safe.
Thank you, Curtis.
I love you guys,
Love
man.
you too, brother.
And you know what? 2025, being a kid in the 90s.
Yeah.
And growing up, and you're like 2025, yeah, man, we'll never get there. And then you look at it now, and dude, I had 4 kids.
I mean,
And
Back to the Future had 2022, and like the Florida Marlins winning the baseball, and it seemed like we're never going to see that day. It was just
What, did they beat the Cubs or something?
When
Or
they
the
beat
Cubs
the
won?
Cubs,
Or the Cubs won?
Cubs beat the Florida team.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. And again, New Year's Eve, guys, be safe out
2025.
there. I will be driving Uber, if you will, around the Tampa Bay area.
I'm going to hire
making
you,
sure- Yes.
so you can drive me around, so I can just drink.
Well, you can drink and we can talk sports.
Curtis, you want in?
Yeah, I'll jump in there.
All right.
Bring that blunt. I'm just telling you.
Can we get Harry too?
We definitely get Harry. We can make
That would be
a night of it.
That would be carpool karaoke right there.
We're just,
Hey, Pete, we could just do the show from the Tesla.
Oh, maybe that's an idea.
Another mic drop.
Maybe that's a definite.
I'm glad you took the call.
Maybe that's
Buddy,
an
come back.
idea in the future.
Yeah,
We'll see.
that's right. That's right.
Things that make you go.
Very
Hey,
good.
bling, Blake, doing it in the Tesla.
There you go. That's right. Bling, bling, Blake right there. Rolex reporter, as always. Curtis.
Fitbit reporter.
That's right. Curtis, give us the final score here as we wrap it up for the day.
I hate doing this, but I think it's going to be closer than we think.
Okay.
Only because it's a division game.
Sure.
So I'm going to probably say let's do like 30-24.
All right, 30-24. Curtis right there. We'll go in and fire the cannons. My friend, have a happy new year. We'll see you on the post game as always. And thanks a lot for the support in 2024.
Always.
And
Curtis, one last thing.
Yes.
You still there, Curtis?
He's there.
Of course.
We got Alabama, Michigan on New Year's Eve day at 12, but we're going to have the show live post game in the Sports Web and Amped Up Sports. We'd love to have you come in there. I know you're going to be watching. Bama, Michigan just won the title last year. Bama's perennially there. We're going to have them playing across the street on the
game. Playoffs. Yeah, they were the playoff game.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Got to work.
Peter knows I work at a steakhouse.
Yeah, I do,
We
man.
are going to have our asses handed to us. Listen, we got our asses handed to us on Christmas Eve, okay?
Oh,
yeah.
They had our chef. He had 65 tomahawk steaks.
Whoa.
We sold them all.
Wow.
Yes.
We sold every one of them. We got our asses handed to us, and we always get our asses handed to us on New Year's Eve.
Right.
I'll make you a bet, Curtis.
So
you work your night, you do your thing, because that's when you make your bag, and you go home and watch the tape show. I'll try to give you a timestamp, but I'm going to give you a special shout out for bringing the meat on New Year's Eve, brother.
I appreciate that. I will tell you this though. My hot take is Georgia's going to lose.
All right.
Without their quarterback.
Yeah.
Georgia loses. So there you go. That's the hot take from
Yep.
Curtis. And I think we may have a show on Monday night. We'll see. But most likely on Wednesday night. But we'll see at this point because I'll be driving a lot. Curtis, once again, appreciate the time. As always, we'll see you on the post-game show.
Take care,
all right?
Curtis.
All right, good stuff there. My final thought,
thoughts.
you got to feed the ball to Mike Evans. You got to get him involved. I think that's what Baker Mayfield does today. Yeah, I want to go against the grain, and I want to say this Bucs game could be a blowout, and I continue to call this team, and when is it going to happen? But it's going to be close, and I think Evans is the player of the game with Baker Mayfield there, and I think that's what you got to do. I understand you're going to try to run the ball there. You're going to have to run the ball, but I like Evans to go off.
I like Evans as a player. I was gonna ask you because I've realized sometimes that you ask everybody else stuff, and I don't ask you enough stuff.
Sure.
So I was gonna ask player of the game, and I agree with you though, Mike Evans.
Yeah.
But
182 yards, right?
Yeah.
For 1,000.
Wouldn't it be great if we got it today?
That'd be great. And he's done it.
He's done it
in the past.
That's you're not
remember the 200-yard game with Tom
Yes.
Brady? Hello.
Yes.
You remember that? Or we'll
Yes.
read the rest of these comments, and then we will get out for the night or for the day. Good luck, fellas. Yes, night, day, whatever. At the game, sir. Go Bucs. Go Bucs. Go Bucs. Go Bucs.
How about them Bucks, baby?
Go Bucs.
Do you
All right,
realize
man.
why don't we have a big sign? We got 10 million cars going by.
Yes.
We've had 1,000 people. Why don't we have a big ass sign with your head on it with that QR code so they can scan right
Do
there?
it. Let's do that. Let's absolutely
I'll
do
do it for
that.
2025.
Evans ball's out today. I like it,
Yes.
Carl. Absolutely.
Ooh, yeah.
And let's go out to Baker has to play. Baker has not to play hero ball at times because in hindsight, even though he was almost unbelievable play when he pitched to Rashad White, him taking the sack may have had a better outcome.
Number one, yeah. But number two, can I do a real quick drop? I know
Yes,
you got to go.
go for it.
Okay, this week, if you haven't listened to Pardon My Takes Monday episode where they do the fastest 2 minutes, I want to tell you all, if between now and the game, next 40 minutes. Hi. Oh, hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Come on
Hi,
in.
Cheryl Stewart. How you doing? Come on in here.
No. I was just saying goodbye and
Absolutely.
see you next week.
See you next week.
No. See you next week, and I'll see you the week after.
Absolutely. Love it. There you go.
There you go, Cheryl.
Cheryl Stewart of What
First-
the Buck right
yes,
there.
and then-
Tailgate honored by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Brian Ford here just a couple of weeks
Right,
ago.
we've had a good show today.
I'm telling you,
But
man.
I wanted to say this. Wait, what was I saying now?
I don't know what you're saying half the time at all. It's, I don't know. I don't know.
Shut up!
Oh, okay. Pardon my take.
Yes.
Stephen Shea.
Yes.
Stephen Shea of JPP. We know Stephen Shea of Barstool, right?
Yes.
Go to the 1 hour and 10-minute mark of Monday's show, and they're live watching the Bucs Cowboys game finish, and they're commenting. Then they get Stephen K. Bye. Oh, hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year from Penthouse.
Penthouse. All right. Well, you
Happy
gave
football Sunday.
you give out your card. I give out my card right there. You'll be able to see yourself. Okay. Thank you.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. So there's my card right there. You can go ahead and download that on YouTube, and you'll see yourself right there.
Take care, y'all.
It's
Nice
the
to meet
evolution
you.
of sports talk television. I love it. Yes,
Go
go
Bucs.
Bucs.
It's
Absolutely
getting crazy.
love it.
So
Go
I'll finish
Bucs.
this. Hour and 10-minute mark. They're live watching the end of the game. They bring Chase, Stephen Chase yelling in the next room on every play. They're literally saying, "Oh, that was Rashad White. It was a pitch." So go and listen to it right now. Shout out to my guys and Stephen Shea. He's just a huge Buccaneers fan. I hope he's here today.
We've had him on the Evolution before
Yes.
on Barstool Sports, right?
Barstool Sports.
There you go.
Pardon my take.
All right.
1
good-
hour, 10 minutes.
Good stuff there. So Evans, to me, I think it's a close game. I'll go Bucs 31-28 over the I'll go 31-28 Bucs over the Carolina Panthers. You
20-13.
okay?
Under
So,
game.
Under game.
I see the defense. I see Bowles and I better be Evero. It was Evero, defensive coordinator. I see at a chess match. Canales is trying to stop our offense. We're going to be just keep Bryce in the pocket. Don't let him roll out. Don't let him improvise.
All right, love it. For the best of the Bay, Tampa Bay, Ray Kennedy. I'm your host, Peter Blake, your Rolex reporter right there. 3 things. Bring your passion. Bring your excitement. Just don't bring any nonsense. Once again, this is the Evolution of Sports Talk Television live from What the Buck. It's the Sports Web. We'll see you soon here for the post-game edition live on the field. Get ready. Bucs versus the Carolina Panthers as always. Go Bucs.